Good morning, traders. Welcome to this video on the euro dollar and pound dollar for the beginning of March. Of course, new month is finished with February behind us. A dramatic close in reverse with the euro totally turning around and erasing all the gains of the dollar at the beginning of February. Let's take a look at the markets now. Actually, before we do that, wanted to let you know that there's a special discount here with Ultima EA for those that are following us with regard to this automated trading system. You know that February was a fantastic month, 22 wins, 0 losses, more than 200% gain using 5% risk per setup though, of course, and 0 losses basically. If you want to join with a discount, 15% off until the end of Thursday, 5th of March. So if you're impressed and want to give it a try, check out the 6-month or 1-year rental subscription options. All right, let's start with the euro dollar. So first of all, my analysis was off here in the sense that I expected a wave 4 and then a downside. So I thought that price would stop at 108.50, 109, and then break below the 20 MA and continue for one more lower low. Well, that didn't happen. Fully honest here, all right? And we never got to break below the 20 MA. So from that point of view, I didn't lose in a sense because I didn't trade, the breakout didn't happen, so I didn't trade that breakout. So that's one advantage, at least, of waiting for confirmation. I did say though that, to give me some credit, a little bit at least, is that if it breaks with a lot of momentum above 109.50 in the 144 EMA zone plus minus, that could change perspectives and that could indicate a bullish momentum and bullish reversal. And in that case, we're looking at the daily chart, and that pattern has been occurring quite often, in fact, because every time we had a lower low, price made a close in reverse. And that happened about 7 times, I think, and price made substantial bullish gains. So I said it could happen here. Reason why I thought that it was less likely this time, because there was a pretty strong push lower. So I thought this could be different, but doesn't seem so. It looks like it's the 8th time in a row that we had a lower low followed by a close in reverse, and the bulls taking control. Now, I must say that this momentum is really something of a different level, because this is really a rocket up. Now, with the other close and reverses that we had one here that was pretty strong, but I must say in here too. So probably very likely that we'll have at least a higher high again, and maybe this time it could be a little bit different because price is bouncing at the 78.6 fib. If we look at the weekly chart, you can see that if we put a fib from here to here, like that. That this is a 78.6 fib bounce. So that could, I thought the price would break through it because of the momentum, but now that it's bouncing, I think that could change perspectives pretty dramatically, in a sense that this could be one swing, this could be a swing completed, and we might finally see a bullish swing up, like I actually was thinking in here, just happening a little bit lower, because the 78.6 fib bounce could indicate a pretty strong push, and price retesting the previous top, for instance, going up to the 78.6 fib of the opposite side, perhaps. So that could be quite dramatic at 121.50. Now, considering this strong weekly candle, it is one of the strongest weekly candles that we've seen in quite a while, at least in the last couple of years, dating back here to 2018 or maybe even to 2017. So this looks like a close in reverse at the 78.6 fib. This is the bullish kind of momentum and energy that could indicate the end of this bearish swing, and this could indicate a bigger push up, in fact. So maybe finally that falling wedge is finished. Looking at the daily chart, in any case, a lower high, or sorry, a higher low and a higher high is likely for the moment, and this is looking like strong momentum basically. Looking at the 4-hour chart. There we go. So we had a break of the 143 May, a pullback and continuation, and looks like price is on its way to the 78.6 fib of this 4-hour chart, and with 7 about 111.40, 111.50. I think that price can make that target probably today, tomorrow, sometime beginning of this week. Basically, that's where I would expect some kind of flag, and if there is a mild pullback, I would expect a continuation up to 112.50. If we put a fib probably from here to here or so, that's not the fib, 1 second. At that 111.50, you can see that maybe price will retrace to the 23.6 fib, maybe to 38. Max at 50, that would be a bouncing spot for continuation up first of all to the minus 270 target and maybe the WIZ8 anywhere around 112.25, 112.50, 112.80 for the moment. So that's what I'm expecting for the first 2 days or sometime this week, basically. And I would expect a push up, a wave 4, a push up, and then another wave 4 and a push up. And eventually, I think there will be a bigger correction like that. And well, that could be an A, B, or it could be a wave 1, 2. I'm not sure about that. But a couple of higher highs, 1, 2, 3 more higher highs, and then some deeper pullback, I think, is likely. And then again, an upside. That's what I'm expecting for the euro dollar at this moment. All right, regarding the pound, a little bit different because actually we had an upside here too, but price broke through the 20-day, then it broke through the 144, then it made a pullback and bounced at 20-day, bounced at 20-day, and made a lower low, in fact, breaking through the support that we have on the 4-hour chart and the 50 fib. This triple bottom is broken. And yeah, with that break and the break below the 50 fib, it looks like we're getting a further continuation. This looked maybe like an ABC completed at the 50 fib. But once it broke through that, then it seems like something else is going on. Difficult to say at this moment. I wouldn't even talk about wave patterns for the moment because it's just quite messy and I don't think it's worth the energy at this point. But ultimately, let's say that just looking at the trend, it looks bearish. And we have lower lows and lower highs. But the thing is that it did bounce at the 61.8 fib. So at this moment, I think it's a little bit of a difficult spot, to be honest. Let's take a look at daily. And also some other time frames here. Daily bouncing at the 50, but I think it's really trying to break through the 144 EMA at this moment. And it's breaking through the fractals on the weekly. HMA down and monthly is down. Strong monthly candle as well. So yeah, it looks bearish, I guess. Price might retest the previous head and shoulders level, for instance, or the previous bottom, the double bottom actually, for the moment. There we go. Let's go down to lower time frames again. And looks like price is making some type of ABC correction. So we could even put a fib from here to here. Okay. And yeah, we got to keep an eye. Hit the 50. So if it breaks through that, it can go down to the 61.8 fib at 125.50. Let's go to the daily again. So yeah, for the moment, I think probably considering this momentum, a breakout to the 61.8 fib is the most likely. I'm not sure if now is the best moment, but if it, for instance, makes a pullback into the 20-MA zone, makes some kind of flag here on the 4-hour chart, and then breaks that flag, I think that would be a pretty good pattern for a break from 127, 75 towards 120, 25, 125.50 for the moment. Not jumping for joy with this pound USD, but that I think is probably the most likely. I wouldn't trade it here because it's right at WIZ 7 and hit these strong targets. So I would definitely wait for a clear kind of pattern to emerge and price to stay below the 144 EMA and then break that flag. If price does break above the 140 EMA, that could invalidate the downside, okay? Specifically, if it breaks through this supply and demand zone here. So if we see a strong momentum followed by a flag, the same thing could happen with the pound as with the euro dollar, and the trend could switch up and there could be a bull flag and continuation higher. So that's something to be careful of for, if there is an upside break. All right, that's it for now. Once again, join us with the Ultima EA discount up to end of Thursday if you want to rent it for a year or 6 months, or if you want 2 accounts for a year, you can have the double option as well. And there's a 15% discount. And wish you all good trading. Cheers. Bye-bye.